So, today is another episode of Tier List Tuesday. I don't know if it's being uploaded on a Tuesday, but maybe it will. We're doing the Side B tier list because, again, it was voted on YouTube, and Fire can put the thing here. So if you have not already, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have not watched it live and you want to, go to my Twitch channel. It's all there. I do this before it goes up on YouTube. We're going to be doing a Side B tier list, and I'm going to go in a random order. I'm just going to pick random Side Bs. If I get a sub on Twitch, I'll do them in particular. So if you want me to go over a Side B, just subscribe on the Twitch. Ice Climbers! This shit's a good-ass Side B. Obviously, Ice Climbers has two different Side Bs, whether it's both of them have Squall or just Popo Squall. But just Popo Squall is still really good, and also you can desync with it and get a lot of shield pressure. This move is the only, Squall is one of the only reasons that Ice Climbers is in bottom 3. Because if they didn't have the Squall, they would be a bad character, honestly. Really bad. Oh, also, I guess for reference, for characters like the Mii's, Pyramithra, and Pokemon Trainer, I'm going to be doing those at the end just because I have to, use substitutions for them, so it's easier that way. Chic. Her Side B is meh. Obviously, characters that don't have a projectile would like a projectile, and it's really good for getting you off the ledge at certain times, but I think it's really slow and not super useful most of the time. You couldn't combo into it because it's slow. It's just useful in one position, which is getting your opponent off the ledge, and also if you're about to grab the ledge and they're not right next to you, you can kind of get off the ledge for free because of it, or they have to back up and give you a ton of space, which lets you neutral get up for free. There are way better Side Bs. It's not a bad Side B, but it's not a good Side B either. Lucario Side B. It's a mediocre command grab because it doesn't command grab in the air. It's really strong with Aura, but assuming that Aura is not a thing and they even a middle range one, it's not a command grab in the air. It's a projectile that's not really useful because it's super slow and very, very, very minus. Comboing into the command grab would be good, but also again, if you can combo into the command grab, you can combo into things like forward tilts and up tilts and stuff like that, and there are much better ones, so I don't think it's a particularly good Side B. I think this Side B is literally the best on Lucario because of Aura. Otherwise, it's kind of meh. Greninja's Side B. I'm gonna say Greninja's Side B is a little bit better than theirs. It's maybe the bottom of the nice tier. It does help you to recover, but also it's very punishable. You can combo into it in certain instances, and it's good if opponents have to air dodge at the ledge and you can kill them for it, unlike these. Because it's really strong. So it's definitely useful, but I would definitely not say it's super busted because it's a tell, because there's a shadow on the ground. If you're in the air, you stop moving, so it would kill a lot of characters' recoveries. So it's useful, but it's not incredibly useful, if that makes sense. Hero Side B. That shit's busted. That's such a good Side B. Even if you could only use 5 Side Bs a stock, I think this 5 Side Bs a stock is better than Banjo's 5 Side Bs a stock, because this move hits from half stage. It does 28 damage. It's good off stage. It has armor if you do the extreme one. Otherwise, it's just a little quick whiff punish, which is just really good. It's great for whiff punishing. It's so big and annoying to deal with. It does so much damage, and then it kills. It's actually a really good move. Whereas Banjo's is also a good move, and it helps with recovery, so it's actually still here. I just wanted to say that point. But Wonder Wing's amazing. Obviously, it's super invincible, but you only get 5 a stock, and that would obviously follow throughout other characters. Whereas Hero, even if the mana thing covered or went over and it was only a Side B like Kirby, right? I think Kirby gets mana when you absorb Hero because of fireballs. So similar thing, but Banjo only gets 5. But it's really useful for recovery. You literally can't mess with it. But then because you have to use it for recovery, you basically use it as a recovery tool and not as a offensive tool. But the offensive tool is still really good. And if you had a fast character with this, that would be ridiculous for a character with a good recovery along with it, then you wouldn't have to use it for recovery. That would be crazy because then you would get 5 offensive Side Bs a stock, and there would be so many times that people could you imagine a Roy down or Chrom down tilting and then just being down tilt Side B and just people are dead at 60, which granted Roy kills people at 60 anyway, but no read required, that's invincible. Sounds good to me. Mega Man! Mega Man's Crash Bomber is very mediocre. Literally the only use for it is it sticks to people when they're invincible and then they have to shield at some point, so you can kind of wait out their invincibility. It can also kind of help recover because you Side B stick the wall, and then if someone tries to hit you, they blow up on the Side B. It's one of the worst projectile Side Bs. There are so many better projectile Side Bs. Next up, I'm just gonna get some bad ones out of the way. Kirby Side B sucks. Really slow, barely stronger than his charge forward smash and the shield break. There's literally no point to use this move besides just disrespect. There's no reason to use this move. Are there any other bad Side Bs that I can think of off the top of my head? I don't know, maybe. Oh, Zelda's is also bad. Dinspire sucks. There's almost no reason to use Dinspire because people can just throw out hitboxes and ping with it. You might as well just do a Phantom and get the Phantom out and then have forward air and stuff. And contrary to popular belief, as you can see in the chat box right over there, Yoshi Side B is not actually that bad. It's not easy to punish. I swear it's annoying. Granted, it has no offensive use in terms of it's not strong, it doesn't really combo into anything, so it's not good, but I think it's way better than these two. It's still bad. The bad things about it are like, it doesn't do anything, and like there's no real point to use it, but like it's not easy to hit. It's not like, oh man, if they're side B, they're dead, or like it's annoying. Like it's really, really annoying to deal with. But it also doesn't do anything besides some damage. Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario's cape is meh. It obviously has, well, no, it's nice. Because it's a reflector. Same with Mario's. Mario's is a better version of Doc's because it helps stall, so it's better for recovery. But they're both reflectors that reflect very early. So Cape Reflect starts on frame 9. It turns people around, and that's obnoxious. The turning around is actually super, super annoying, and I'm not a fan of it. Characters that can't deal with zoning would love a cape. Like Mario and Doc, even if there are better side Bs, like could you imagine a character like Mario and Doc that are like, I have to try to get in, and that's my entire game plan, not having a way to deal with projectiles? That'd be insane. Like Mario would lose like plus or -3 to like Samus. I'm gonna go with Game & Watch. I think Game & Watch's side B is bad because it's RNG, but when it works, it's busted, which means it's meh. Again, the only time you should really use side B is I'm down a fuck ton, I need a 9 to win. Like you don't trust your advantage state or something like that. And I feel like a lot of characters wouldn't trade their side B for a random chance at winning, but also a random chance at doing your damage or doing a bad move. It's a fun move, but I don't think it's a good move. Mewtwo side B is busted. This move is so good. You're plus on hit. It's a reflector, like a really strong reflector at that. It's a command grab, so it beats shield, it does damage, and it can combo into stuff at high percents. This is one of Mewtwo's best moves. I think it's probably his 3rd or 4th best move under like neutral B, down tilt, fair, maybe? Like you can't react to it because it's frame 10, so it's super fast. So it's just like, oh, you can't shield versus Mewtwo, but you want to shield versus Mewtwo in, you know, close quarter combat situations because you don't want to get hit by Nair and fair, so you shield and then he side Bs you. Like it's an automatic mix-up. It's one of the best command grabs in the game. But speaking of best command grabs in the game, this one's actually better. Bowser's command grab is not okay. It's a kill move. It's frame 6. It's a grab, so it beats Banjo side B immediately, literally. But it's a good out of shield option because it's fast. It scoops really low. It does a ton of percent, and it kills. It's not one of those invalidating neutral side Bs. It's clearly amazing, right? Speaking of also amazing side Bs, if this move, if Alolan Whip was not on Incineroar, it would be fucked up. It does 25, it kills on the ledge at 75 on light characters, and it's pretty low commit, and it's kind of hard to punish. It can also send you up. You can do callouts off stage. Like, could you imagine like a Pikachu doing like fair off stage into just side B? Like, that's terrifying. Speaking of scary side Bs, Jigglypuff. Pound is +2. It combos into everything. Anyone that could just go pound, aerial. It breaks shields. It's a stall move. Again, it's honestly worse on Puff than most characters because Puff is like, she doesn't have speed or mix-ups. She's not like mixing you up with like timings and then use pound. Like, could you imagine like Ganon or something going like Ganon, Nair, and then dash away, dash in, oh, your opponent's shields. Pound, break shield. And like, it's super useful for recovery, so I feel like a lot of characters with bad recoveries would want it. Characters that don't have good combo side Bs would want it. Like, the only characters that wouldn't want the side B, in my opinion, are characters that are like, my neutral is side B, like Sonic. Speaking of which, Sonic's side B is broken. The move's absurd. It has invincibility, it plays the game for you, it's just really strong, it's really good, it's hard to punish. Like, you have to be very, very careful in how to punish with it. Granted, that's also because of part of Sonic stuff, but if you just like side B jump, like, it helps with recovery because you can jump out of it. It makes people approach. It's the reason why Sonic gets to timeout. Just to get out of the way, also Steve's side B is broken. Minecart. Powered up minecart's dumb. Regular minecart's dumb. It's a command grab. It has armor. It helps you recover. The only negative is it needs iron, but iron is fine. You have iron for the most part. It can kill super early. It's a great tech chase option. It's a great edge guarding option because you can just hit people for air dodging. You can make people fall low with the command grab and then spike them. Granted, that's with Steve specifically, but also other characters have spikes and other characters have ways to edge guard after a minecart, right? Like, that's fine. Pit side B, it's good. It's definitely, I think, better than these because it's a reflector. That is a recovery move. That has armor. That's a kill move. Dark Pits is also up here. I think Dark Pits is honestly worse overall because I think vertical killing is more important than horizontal killing. in terms of a move like this, because obviously it's really good at the ledge, Dark Pits, but Pits is just better overall because I'd rather have a consistent kill as opposed to it only kills at the ledge at certain percents. So Pichu side B is meh. I think it's worse than Pika's side B. I would put Pika's side B in nice somewhere. I don't think it's like a crazy good move, but I'll do Pichu's first. Weaker than Pika's at the beginning. It's better if you fully charge it, but why are you letting the Pichu fully charge a smash attack or rather a side B? Because if you are, then why aren't they just fully charging forward smash? It's not safe on shield, so it's not really a good mix up for that. So it's literally only useful for recovery, but using it to recover is really obvious and easy to hit for most characters unless you're going low, which is what you do as Pika as well, but then it doesn't hurt you. The reason Pika's is better is because, one, it's stronger at the beginning. Like, I can use it to edge guard and that's fine. Whereas Pichu, it kind of is weaker unless you really charge it a lot. Whereas Pika's is good for edge guarding for the burst option, it's good for recovery, and if you decide to go on stage with it, it's safe. Pichu's is +3 at fully charged, but -20 normally, which is not good. Whereas Pika's is like -7 or 5 or something. Oh, it's -11 with no charge, but when you do the side B as a smash attack for both Pichu and Pikachu, it starts half charge, means that it's already gonna be like -6 or 5. Pikachu's is basically gonna always be safer than Pichu's except it fully charged. So I think like a lot of characters would want Pika's side B, not for like offensive purposes, but it's a broken recovery move. It goes so far and it lets you recover so freely a lot of times. Granted, again, it's edge guardable, but like it's better than just characters that having to be like, I'm gonna air dodge and then die anyway. Like, at least side B gives you a mix-up, right? Lucas. This is gonna be a surprise. I think Lucas's PK Fire is good, but it's not like crazy good. I think it's better than Pika's. It's obviously a strong projectile. It's annoying to deal with sometimes, but that's all it is. It's a reactable projectile that kills off stage, which is good, but it's not anything more than that. Like, it's a good side B, but I just don't think it's an insane side B like all the ones that are gonna be up here. Luigi side B. Luigi side B is a worse version of Pichu and Pika side B. You can do it more frequently, but again, if you are a fast faller, the amount of lag you have afterwards is way more than these after you move horizontally. Of course, the benefit is you sometimes get misfire, but sometimes misfires are actually bad. There have been so many times where people have done side Bs and then side B under the stage by accident, where they should have just gone near the ledge and then gotten an up B, and then they just side B under the stage and die. Or the misfire, plants them in the stage and they die for it. Good, like, it's literally a worse version of these two, and I don't think these two are particularly amazing moves. We've talked a lot about bad projectile side Bs in terms of Din's Fire, in terms of Aura Sphere, or not Aura Sphere, Force Palm, and Mega Man side B, but a good projectile side B, Duck Hunt. This move comes out frame 1, it combos into itself, and it combos into whatever you want. Could you imagine a character with a killing up air, like Wii Fit Trainer, being able to go side B with Discus into run deep breathing up air? That's insane. Yeah, it spawns frame 1, but it hits later. So if you can still use it as a combo break. So basically you would be able to use it as a combo break, as a zoning tool, as a tool when your opponent's off stage, and then as a kill confirm. Like Duck Hunt has kill confirms. Duck Hunt's not fast. So if you could put a faster character on, like, could you imagine? Obviously, I think it might be worse for Bowser, but if Bowser could do like side B, up air, or back air, like that would be insane. And it's also would be good for zoning. I think it's better than Wii Fit's Ball. The only reason I'm still putting Wii Fit's Ball top tier though is it spikes off stage, but you can also hit it back. Like, it actually hits Wii Fit if you have like a lingering move, which is not good for her. But again, it spikes, and it's really good for like planking and getting people off of you at the ledge. It also does a ton of shield damage, and it can do way too much damage, like way too much damage. So it's still a really good move. Also, one of the best side Bs in the game with a projectile. Starbits is amazing. It's such a good projectile that's like unpunishable. It hits really far. Obviously, the only negative of it is you would need Luma alive. But assuming like it was just like a Luma spawn and Luma disappears, it has like no flaw. It doesn't kill, which is the flaw, but like it's just an obnoxious move that's like, it just stifles people trying to approach. And that's really, really good. Another broken side B, Kazuya. It's a recovery move. Even though it's laggy, it has a bajillion years of hit stun. I don't know what character doesn't want this. You can just confirm side B into smash attacks as every character. It doesn't play neutral for you. But wow, is it worth it to just throw out sometimes even if you get hit? Kazuya is not a tech chase type character, but if he was, like, he is on like platforms during his combos, but like just a character that like put you into random tech chase situations, like Pikachu, like nair down tilt, jab side B would just kill people. Oh, the best version of this side B in my opinion is Peach. I think Peach's side B is basically a better version of Pika's. It's worse off stage because it's a little bit more committal and she has a lot more lag on it and it doesn't quite send you as far, but it grabs the ledge really well. It's really hard to hit and it auto cancels crazy. It's just really good. It does a lot of percent. It's safe on shield basically. Like very few characters can actually punish Peach for hitting like their side B on their shield. I don't think it's a busted side B, but it's definitely really, 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 really good. I don't know why it auto cancels. A meh Side B is K Rules. It has a lot of lag, and even though it has armor, a lot of characters can actually roll through it and grab him very easily. And the thing is, it doesn't confirm into anything unless you get lucky. So K Rool is a meh Side B, in my opinion. I think it's a mediocre projectile. It's like one of the worst projectiles on this list. Speaking of a good projectile Side B, Young Link. Boomerang is amazing. This move does so much damage and it has so much hit stun, so it confirms from like half fucking stage. Obviously, it would only really be good on fast characters. I think it would be very not good on slow characters, hence why Link's Boomerang. Link's Boomerang on Link is objectively worse than Young Link's, but I think like it's also safer on shield up close, I'm pretty sure. So Link's is a little worse, but like Young Link's is just obnoxious. It's a good pop-up move. It confirms into stuff. It would confirm with a lot of characters into stuff. Same for Link's, but again, Young Link's I'm pretty sure is just a faster move overall. It's safer, so that means it has more something. But yeah, I think they're both really good. They're just solid projectiles that you can read jumps or harass people off stage and harass people low and harass people high. They're just really good. I just think Young Link's is a little better because it's a little safer. Joker Side B. Actually pretty mediocre. It's really good on Joker, but it's not a great projectile Side B. It's good. I think the reason it's so good is because Joker has ridiculous mobility, but I think on like other characters it would be less useful or more useful, but I feel like there's still better Side Bs that are less situational and just way stronger. Like it's a projectile that does 20 that you can't combo off of. That's a kill move sometimes, but like kill move, command grab, that's a kill move, really, really way better zoning tool, kill move. Spike, that's also better projectile. Speaking of bad Side B projectiles, Gordo's fucking trash. You can just hit it back as every character. Even the ledge traps are fake because you can just drop off the ledge and double jump aerial and no Dedede's ever gonna run up in forward air because there's no fucking reason to, so it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's good when opponents are off stage sometimes, but not even for the most part. Actually, the most useful thing about Gordo is the wall stick, but at the same time, like that's so situational and so slow that like it's not even that good. Olimar's is broken. Pikmin Latch is absurd because Pikmin are broken because Pikmin have very particular hurt boxes. They would do a ton of damage and it's so obnoxious. It's one of the best camping tools, especially if you consider purple. Sometimes purple Side B is like the best Side B in the game, but the other Side Bs are still very good. They do a ton of damage. They are obnoxious and any character with fast aerials would like it as a zoning tool. Could you imagine Roy? I know I keep using Roy as an example, but like him going like jump Side B into up air. It's like, oh, but you can't add a shield because the Pikmin actually hit your shield in the middle. Like, the fact that Pikmin have shield lag and shield stun, and then also make your moves slower because there's extra hit lag, and like they just hit you sometimes, which adds a couple frames of hit lag onto you, is so stupid. Richter's is a much better version of Crown. It doesn't have armor, but it's way less laggy, and you can actually combo off of it. Granted, if you have a giant forward air like Richter does, but either way, it's a much better, much better projectile. And it can combo because you can throw it off stage at the beginning and then it comes back and you don't have to stupid pick it up because it's not like you don't just lose your Side B, so you can always just use Side B all the time and it's just a good move. DK Side B is nice. I don't know exactly where it is, but obviously having an armor move that's good for landing that pops shield and buries you, pretty good. I think it's not like a great option, but it's like the fact that it has armor is pretty good. And again, just randomly killing at 80. As most characters would be nice. The fact that it pops shield is the redeeming quality, because otherwise it's just like, oh, you're just shielded all the time. Pac-Man Side B is broken for recovery. It is the best recovery Side B in the game. It's fucked up. It has armor, it kills, so it's a combo ender, it's an air dodge read, go high as every character, you can grab ledge as every character. The only negative is you can hit the pellet, but like 5 characters are gonna do that. Otherwise, no one's gonna do that. It's not worth it. Like, it's not a neutral Side B, which is why it's not broken. But I think it's overall very good. Low max Side B, it's meh. Obviously, it's really strong and honestly a good kill confirm. Like, down throw Side B would be fucking broken as most characters. Maybe I'll put it like here. Obviously, the fact that Lomac has no air mobility and a shit up B makes this worse. If it was on a character with a recovery and you didn't have to rely on it to recover, like, it's just... It's a fucking neutral tool. It's a down tilt into Side B, which Lomac does, and it kills mad early. But like a lot of characters will be able to do that. Like, could you imagine like Mithra going down tilt Side B? Like, f that. Like, it's literally just bad on Little Mac, but it's kind of broken. Inkling Side B, I don't know if it's busted or nice, but it is like the best tech chase Side B other than, like, it's literally just a worse version of Kazuya Side B, but also you can use it to recover way better. So it's good for recovery. good as a tech chase. It's good to randomly throw out a neutral sometimes. It's fairly safe. I mean, you can get up smash and stuff, but like if you're not at high percent, it's super worth it to go for. It's amazing for tech chases, and it has like the biggest berry window in the game. I think it's a better berry than DK's berry, but again, you can use that as a recovery, so it's automatically useful as a recovery tool, and then it has the insane offensive capabilities it does. So I think it's a broken side B. Speaking of another broken side B, not that one. Rob side B is absurd. I think being able to have people off stage and kill them at 30 is dumb. Obviously, Rob carries people off stage, but a lot of P characters carry people off stage. Crom, because I don't want to say Roy, going like fair side B, it would just kill people at 30. Granted, they would die, because obviously most characters die after using side B, but Rob doesn't because Rob has a really good recovery, which actually makes it not that useful, because it's an SD kill, but it doesn't kill with characters like good recovery, such as Pika, Pac-Man. There are very few characters that would actually live after using a Rob side B, except for Rob. Because of that, it's actually worse, but like when it works, it's broken. Also, it's a reflector if you really want to, although I don't think you should ever use it as a reflector. Zero Suit Samus. This side B's fucking broken. Da-na-na-na-na. The side B's absurd. It's like no risk. It's a tether to ledge, and it kills at 130. Or it randomly cheeses people because they fall out and they die at 50. Zero Suit side B is actually insane. It's like one of the best ledge trapping moves in the game, and it's strong. It's annoyingly strong. It doesn't really kill in the air, unfortunately. I mean, thank God. Just, it's like the lowest risk kill move in the game. Like, I literally don't know if I can think of a lower risk kill move in this game. Ridley side B. I almost want to put Ridley up here. The only problem with it is you can mash out of it at low percents. It still does like 20, so who gives a f? But it's reactable. It's just slow enough to be reactable. If it was like 3 frames faster, that move is the fucking 4th best side B in the game. Because it like it does like 40%. If you're like mid percents, it does like 45. It can like be weird for edge guarding because Ridley off stage is the one who chooses when it releases, or you can mash out of it, but Ridley chooses, so it's like a really ambiguous tech situation. It does so much damage, it just gives you stage. Like, could you imagine a Crom? I keep using Crom and Roy. Who's a good edge trapping character? So like Lucina. Let's use Lucina, another sword character. Just being like, I wish I could ledge trap you. I'm gonna side B you in neutral and deal you 35 and then ledge trap you because you're off stage. Like, that's broken. Like, that's so stupid. Min, I'm not going to rate because I included forward tilt with side B. I lied. I'm ignoring that decision. Min side B's broken. It's so stupid because it's right arm. So that's literally any of the 3 arms. And then has a smash attack. Rating the same move for a 2nd time in a row? So it's because it's a smash attack with a special move. And like it becomes megawatt smash attack. It's or Ram. It's so dumb. This side B is literally the best edge trapping tool in the game. Like, it just chips people for days, and it helps edge trap, and it's so dumb. Like, imagine this on like Mega Man, where like he has to pellet as jab, but then has Min arm his side B. Like, that'd be fucked up. Sora, it's okay. I think it's a good recovery side B, but that's about it. It does like some damage, but it doesn't kill like ever, and it's really laggy and really easy to punish. Samus. Her missiles are mediocre. Super missiles are way better than regular missiles, clearly. Regular missiles are like unusable. Super missiles are okay. They protect you right in front of you, which is cool. Like, I like how they function, and they're basically only used as like an air dodge trap, or like you're lazy and don't want to use a neutral B because it's already almost charged and you just want to throw out a projectile. It's good for ledge trapping sometimes too, because you can go like down B, off stage, side B, and then if they neutral get up, the side B's still there, so it hits and combos into forward air. But like, it's really, you can use it all the time, so it's still better than K rules. But like, K rules is actually more useful, so it's very mediocre. A lot of the projectile side B's kind of suck. Oh yeah, Toon Link's Boomerang. I think it's just, it doesn't go as far as the other two's Boomerang, so it's worse than Link's. Toon Link just got the short end of the stick of like all these moves, so yeah. Bayo side B is nice. I'm not gonna put it in busted. Yeah, I am. Bayo side B is kind of broken. It's a whiff punish move that combos into literally everyone's up air at least. Also, it's an air burst move that's good for recovery, that's hard to edge guard, that can combo into characters jump back air. Again, you could do like Pichu could do Bayo side B into jump back air. That's crazy. There's like very little flaws with it, except Bayo player, like, because Bayo has bad neutral, her side B on the ground isn't that good, and they have to over rely on side B, but like a normal character using side B would be fucked up. Meta Knight side B, it's good for recovery and cheese, and that's about it. It's really hard to mess with, so it's probably one of the best recovery side Bs in the game, but you don't combo into it. You can like edge guard with it, sure, but like typically that's an SD, so like it's only good last stock or you're up a stock. So I typically will just be like, it's the best recovery side B by itself. but it has not as many offensive uses as other ones, but it's still like a really good recovery move. Robin. Even if you completely keep the way the tome system works for whatever character has the side B, it's broken. It's like one of the best ledge trap moves in the game. It combos into forward airs really easily, and Robin's slowing can still do that. It's good for covering your recovery. It is a decent zoning tool. It activates on shield. Does it activate on shield? Yes, it activates on shield. It's reactable, which is the negative, but I think, honestly, this move is really, really good. It's one of the best projectile side Bs in the game, clearly. It's a kill confirm. It also is strong. So even if you can only use 6 of them, and then you don't have it for 10 seconds, it's still worth it. It like literally K-Rool can use his side B and not have his K-Rool or not have his crown for the rest of the fucking stock. Backslash is okay for Shulk. You can grab the ledge from high, which makes it safe, but generally you're not gonna want to use this move as most characters. It's not worth it as a tech chase. It's not really that strong unless they're facing backwards, but that's pretty rare. Like there's not really anything special about it other than that, so it's meh. PK Fire is a better version, in my opinion, of Robin's side B because it has no lag, it's way faster, and if you use it when landing, that shit has negative lag. 12 frames of landing lag, that is fake news. I don't believe that. It has way more. Granted, it's because you have to respect the projectile. And 12 frames is still not a lot. It's like the freest confirms in the game. It has no limit, and it's really good in the air. It's good for ledge trapping, it's good for neutral, it's good for establishing space, it's good for combos. There's nothing that you don't want about this move. Bowser Jr. side B plays neutral for you. Very good move. I think if this character had a more complete kit, his side B would be broken. But as it stands, he doesn't. But if other complete kit characters had this side B, they would now suddenly have a really good neutral tool that's a good mix-up that is broken for recovery. Remember when I said Meta Knight has the best recovery side B? I lied, it's Bowser Jr. It's like barely worse Spin Dash, but like it's kind of broken. It's actually insane. And also it has this the spin out hitbox, so it's a kill move. Wario Side B. Wario Side B gives you bike. So it gives you an item that's a kill move that's also dumb setup. And also it's like so good for recovery. The only reason it's not the best recovery side B in the game is sometimes you don't have it. If you get hit out of it, you don't have it anymore. If it's on stage and you get hit off stage, you don't have it. Whereas Bowser Jr. always has side B. It's really hard to hit, surprisingly, because the bike hitbox is so big and you can just kind of like angle it up and protect yourself even in the air, which is absurd. Isabel, it's an okay side B. It's really good for ledge trapping specifically, and then not otherwise because it's a command grab. It's not even command grab. It is a move that grabs you that's not a grab. But you know whose is better than that? Villagers. It's basically T-Jolt, but worse because it has a lot more lag when you're immobile. So you're immobile, but also it helps recovery if you need it. It can stall you in the air. It protects you like hell. It's kind of like a better version of Sheik's Grenade, essentially. It's like a better Samus Missile and Sheik Grenade in one, which is insane. So it's actually a really, really good move. I don't know if I want to put it in top tier necessarily. The biggest flaw of this, and the reason it's worse than T-Jolt, is because he's immobile doing it, and also he can't do multiple. Like, if you could just go like side B, side B, side B, side B, Villager's unbeatable. Palutena's Explosive Flame, I think is overrated. It's like cool as an air dodge trap. It can force air dodges, but at the same time, you shouldn't really be getting hit by this move for the most part. Like ever. Like it's good to sometimes to get back to stage and cover yourself, so it's like a better version of Grenade in that regard, or maybe a worse version of Grenade in that regard, but I don't know, I think it's overrated. I don't think it's that good. I mean, it's obviously still really good, but it's not like broken. Piranha Plant side B, that shit's fucking broken. There are very few characters that would not want this side B. Characters that need command grabs or recoveries, and that's about it. Otherwise, it is a 100% completely free, respect this space. You're on ledge, take damage. It's so dumb, but otherwise it's so good. It's just free damage anytime you want to use it. It's literally just free damage, which is crazy. Snake side B is the best projectile side B in the game. It's not used in neutral, but it is one of the best advantage side Bs in the game because you go hit off stage, Nikita. I'm landing, Nikita, cover me. Traps landings, it's actually decent in neutral. Not like, I mean, obviously that's with Snake's grenades and stuff, but like it'd be okay to throw out neutral sometimes just to like chunk people's shields. Offstage, it's ridiculous. It's so dumb. It's just like literally like, oh, you don't have a jump, GG. It literally swings so many of his matchups into his favor, or like not losing. Characters that can't really edge guard, like this is like Snake can't really edge guard by himself. Any character just hits people off stage, you're dead. Or like 50-50, if I guess right, you're dead. But you can smack it. You can only smack it if you have an incredibly disjointed aerial that you're still not going into it with, because they can just hit shield and reactivate the hitbox, which is what MVD does all the time. It's so dumb. Speaking of so dumb, Roy Side B. It kills dummy early. Not committal. Is a mix-up. Characters would be able to combo into it better than Roy could, honestly. Like, could you imagine characters doing like down throw, jump, side B, like ha, ha. It's really good for tech chases, which it is on Roy. It could be a combo confirm. It also is good for landing because like you could B reverse it and it's pretty low committal B reverse overall. Same for Chroms, but Chroms is just a worse version of it because it doesn't kill it 70, but it does kill it 100. But also Chroms doesn't work as much, so I'm gonna put it in nice. It's definitely way worse than Roy's because Roy's just, even if it doesn't kill, Roy still works way better than Chroms, but Chroms is very good. And I'm just gonna go get through all of them. I think Lucina's and Chroms are about the same. I think Chroms is a little better. And then Marth's is honestly better than Lucina's because neither are really, like, Lucina's isn't really gonna kill it for the most part and it stops working a lot at high percents, whereas Marth's can sometimes kill you at 60 or 40. Like, characters with better tech chase situations and like better run-up options would honestly benefit from Marth's side B very heavily. It kills you earlier than Roy's. It's just, you know, specifically with like the weird timings and stuff. And so it's inconsistent, whereas Roy's is very consistent because it's easy. Pin is absurd. Pin's broken. This side B is so good. It's free neutral for most characters. The jump has like almost no lag nowadays. You can cancel it with down. It's just really, really good. I think every character, if they get pinned, should be holding buttons just in case they do drop and try to do weird mix-ups. It's really strong. It can two-frame. You can call out people's movements with like jump side B. It's also a wall jump. Like a lot more characters can punish it than it used to, but it's still like some characters just can't. Diddy Kong, monkey flip, baby. Really good for recovery. It's a command grab that is also a kick. It edge cancels for some reason. You can make it plus sometimes depending on specific spacings. The only negative of it, which I think is more of a Diddy Kong thing, but like Diddy Kong heavily relies on it for disadvantage because his air mobility is not super great. It's really, 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 really just useful all the time. Command grab is dumb because like you want to shield versus like Diddy a lot, obviously because banana, but even without that, other characters would force shield situations and just be like side B. Like, that'd be insane. I would love to have Diddy side B. A Wolf side B is good. It's a good recovery side B that you have to respect. That's also a kill confirm that kills at 0, but also that's only good if you are on last stock or up a stock or down a lot of percent the same stock. It's not super difficult to edge guard. It obviously puts you in free fall, which is a big deal. It's good for what it is. It's just very situational in its goodness, besides just using it as a recovery. Tatsu's, I'll consider motion Tatsu's as well. I think Ken's Tatsu is broken. I think it would just be a good combo tool to have as anyone. It's a mix-up. It's a me like 50-50 of like Tatsu into grab, Tatsu into a fast tilt or a jab or something like that. Chrom would probably prefer to have Ken's Tatsu because he would just be like doing stuff into Tatsu like jab. But a worse side B outside of the context of their kit is Ryu's, because Ken's is useful. Ken's is less useful in my opinion in their kits because I like having a kill move and just a combo ender. But this would be a harder thing to do combos with outside of the Shoto's kit, because it just doesn't work as well. Obviously, they both are used to recoveries as well, which is good. It kills, and that's about it, and it's a good combo ender, but I don't think it's like the best combo ender possible, even as a side B. Because yeah, you don't have like normal cancels, right? On Ryu, it's better than on Ken. Like, Ryu's is better than Ken's on the respective characters, but I think in a vacuum, Ryu's is worse. Sephiroth side B is probably the bottom end of busted or the top of nice. It just freezes the game, which is like so dumb. It's literally, in my opinion, a better version of Joker side B, because like Joker side B hits you and you take damage over time, whereas Sephiroth side B hits you and then in 2 seconds you're fucked. Which is crazy because like characters with long combos just like no longer can combo, and characters with like longer kill confirms or like animations no longer can do that. It forces them to shield or run off stage or you have to run away or do something or hit Sephiroth, which means people are going to be more aggressive, and then Sephiroth can hit them, or any character if they was on it would hit them, add a shield them, then the thing explodes. Now they're in a really bad spot. It also beats some projectiles. It's literally just like a broken version of Crash Bomb. Yeah, exactly. Falco and Fox's side B. I'm gonna overall say that Falco's is better. It's the best of the 3. Fox's is overall better than Wolf's because you can use it as a recovery tool, but also Falco's is like way safer and way better at comboing into kill moves. That's a big deal for Falco, is the fact that you can just like use it and then jump and hit someone. Granted, that's with Falco's ridiculous jump, so I don't know what other characters could do that. Besides like Zerasuit. Like Zerasuit could do side B into back air. Oh my god, that'd be kind of broken. It's also like pretty unreactable from the floor as far as I'm aware. Like you just kind of have to assume he's gonna do shit. Or it's frame like, I think it's frame like 14. Which is like very fringe reactable. Violet side B. I'm gonna say Violet side B is nice. It's not super broken, but also it kills. It covers a ton of space, but it's really laggy and not safe. It's good for like grabbing ledge, but you have to already be close to ledge. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's so good. I think it's better in neutral than these because it's at least like a whiff punish tool. and a tech chase tool, and it just covers entire platforms for free. With a kill move, which is really, really good. Like, I think that's incredible. Speaking of moves that are good but not ridiculous, Cloud Side B. I think Cloud Side B is just a better version of their Dancing Blades at the very least. Granted, it doesn't move forward, but I'm also including Limit Side B as part of this. So it does like 24 or whatever it does now. It used to do 21, and now it does more in this game. It's frame 10. It's a mix-up innately. Granted, you can like always kind of option select the timing of when to punish it. Limit Side B is broken, it has invincibility, and it kills way early, but like it's still good on most characters. It's still like a big anti-air move that does a lot of damage. That's good in neutral. It's just kind of like throw it out, and it makes people kind of respect it. Falcon Side B is broken. I hate Raptor Boost. It has armor, it's relatively safe, and it's like the best fucking kill confirm in the game. That's exaggerating. It's a really good kill confirm. Like, characters with killing up airs would just be like Side B up air. Side B into knee is a combo, and knee's pretty slow. It's a zone breaker that like low profiles and is like relatively safe on shield, and it's the best. It's like the best low percent combo move in the game. It's so good. It's actually ridiculous. Like, I don't like, there are very few characters that wouldn't want this, and it's because they have like strategies with it, or like they just raw kill. Also, Heroes is much too high. Ike Side B is nice. It's not broken. It's really good for recovery if you get hit high, because like just jump Side B is like almost unpunishable by like the majority of the cast. Like Min Min can punish it, and Ness and Lucas can punish it, and that's it. Like, everyone else just kind of hits it. It's not really well used offensively because other characters could whiff punish with other things. Sometimes you can use it as a whiff punish if you want like a really easy one, but characters that are faster could use anything else, so it's good. Ganon Side B. I think Ganon Side B is a really good move, but I think it's worse than Ganon's, but it's still pretty high on the nice part. I think it's a little slow for it to be super, super useful, but like, obviously it's a tech chase situation that's just like, oh, and you can just kill it. You can just kill off of it, and Ganon does that. Every other character would be able to do it, even with tech situations. Like he's a slow character and can still get like weak dash attack up air or something. So fast characters would be able to get like dash forward smash, or like dash attack, or dash whatever your kill confirm is, right? Like, I would be able to, as Pichu, be like down tilt into tech chase Side B into tech chase with Side B down tilt. Like, that'd be crazy. Also, yeah, Ganon can't jab lock off it, but miss techs off of this move would just be free jab locks. But Ganon can't. And Terry is the last caveat, which means I'm actually going to do all these secondary characters. So you have Terry, where he has his forward B and his back B. He's the only character with a back B. I'm going to do Burn Knuckle and then Crack Shoot. Burn Knuckle is here. It's a good ledge trap. You would be able to combo it very easily. It's like a better Ryutatsu on stage, but worse off stage. The only reason, of course, it's super good is because it has negative edge, but I'm assuming you wouldn't have that if you're not a fighting game character. But it's still very useful. And then I'm going to use Zombie to reflect Terry with Crack Shoot. Fire, I'm gonna give you an annoying job to do with these, which is to basically have, like, I'm gonna tell you this, and then you're gonna have to put Crack Shoot in a little bubble in here, in case you're not here. Crack Shoot's insane. It's back B, which is Side B, technically, it's just he's the only one with two. It's a great recovery move. It's a great burst option. Anyone would wanna just like, oh, tech chase, easy Side B. Down throw, Side B. It's just so much damage. It's just really good. I think it's much better than Burn Knuckle overall, both as a recovery move. It's great to like just harass people off stage too. It's great, it's good, it's really good. Now we have Squirtle Side B. Squirtle Side B is nice. I think it's overrated because everyone's really fucking bad, but it has invincibility, but you can also hit it and kill him for it and make him go really far, or you can just jump on him and he fucking dies. Otherwise, it's like a good burst option that's like really, really scary. Like really scary. Is it better than Pika Side B? No. Ivysaur Side B, Razor Leaf's really good. Razor Leaf is really good. It would be really good for most characters. I think it's by far the best of the three Side Bs. It's just a good projectile. It's good up close. It's good, well, it's good as an up close projectile on like tech chases because it can just combo into up airs. It's good from far away. Like only very few characters can actually super easily deal with it. Most characters have to like respect it and like fucking shield it or like jump over and then play neutral, but like you're not really like hitting him for it. I think it would be good on most characters with like the mobility and like they'd be able to like just harass people and make them air dodge and then like hit them for it. It'd be really good. Charizard's is still in busted. I think Flare Blitz is crazy because it's a free recovery move. It's literally, in my opinion, it's not better than Wonder Wing, but like for recovery, it's better than Wonder Wing because you can't hit it. You can't hit it at all because it's just armor. It also explodes on you and kills you mad early. The only problem is if you shield it, then he dies. Like whatever character would just die because you can't tech it. But literally that's like the only negative of it. So like if you were just like, oh, I don't have a jump, Flare Blitz, you get to recover for free or get hit and then it's fine. Better. It also does a ton of shield damage. It obviously would kill mad early. There are so many characters that would just be able to like tech chase Side B. Ridiculous. Mithra Side B is kind of okay. It's honestly here. It's decent for recovery, but literally hittable by every single character in the game. I mean, if you were slow, I guess it's better for tech chases. but it's still not great. It's like not a good recovery move either. It's like by far her worst or second worst move. Like her neutral B and her side B are not good moves. And then Pyra side B is much better than that. Obviously, I'm assuming that if you do your side B, you still can't use aerials, even if you're not a sword user. But it's still way fucking better than Mythra's. It's still not super broken because it's very committal and you can't do neutral things afterwards for a while. But you can like footstool off of it and characters can tech chase off of that and with another side B. Like you can do a lot with this move, but it's not as useful as all these moves. It's not, you can use it to like cover yourself from recovery, which is decent sometimes. But it's just a big commitment because you can't use a move for like a second and a half, which is crazy. Now we're going to do the Miis. So Gunner already has a second Mii, so I'm gonna do Gunner first because I'm gonna do Gunner's missiles. Her missiles are broken. Side B kills. It's so strong. It's so good. Weak missiles also very good. They're just way fucking better than Samus's missiles. They cut like 15 frames of end lag from both of them, and I don't know why. They're safe. They're just good. They're stronger. They're faster. They're better. They home better. It's a good move. In terms of the other side B, you have the stealth shot thing, which I think is crazy. I think it's worse than missiles overall, but it's crazy. Most characters would be able to use that LOL, just a projectile, and bam, blows up. I still don't actually know how the moves work. I just jump over it because I'm scared. But yeah, I think the missiles are really good, and then the hidden side B is very good as well. The worst one for this is going to be Mii Gunner is the fucking Arcfire one. I think the Arcfire one is literally a worse version of Arcfire. You can use it all the time, but it doesn't ledge trap as well. It doesn't linger as long. It doesn't have the same combo ability, so it's good, but it's not nearly that good. And this is again that, so it's okay. So like most characters want to be able to use this, whereas every character can use Arcfire because they're so much longer. Whereas like literally Mii Gunner can use that because you can combo it into Charge Shot, but like it's not great. It's not useful compared to the other ones. Next, we're going with Mii Brawler. Mii Brawler Command Grab is insane. It's super fast. It does 22. You can SD with it, and it's a better SD, I'm pretty sure, than Bowser's. I might be wrong about that. You might still be able to recover certain characters. It's a recovery move, obviously. It puts you into free fall, which I don't like personally, but Suplex is insane. Like Suplex is so good. It does so much damage. Of course, like characters that want to condition people to not shield, it becomes broken. It becomes so good for that, and you do that. I'm gonna use Pokemon Trainer Male as Burning Dropkick. I think Burning Dropkick's good. Specifically, if you couldn't do the B reverse shenanigans, it'd be mediocre, but if you are moving backwards and then B reverse or wave bounce to go forwards, it goes like twice as far for no fucking reason. It's decently strong. You can use it to edge guard like you can with Pika's Skull Bash. It's actually a little worse than Pikachu's Skull Bash. It's pretty committal. It's not as safe on shield, which actually makes it still worse than Pika's, but it's good for recovery. I think it's really good because I like being able to recover, but there are other better recovery side Bs, you know what I'm saying? And then female Pokemon Trainer, what the fuck is Mii Brawler's other side B? Oh, Onslaught. Onslaught is okay. It kills mad fucking early, like so early. For no reason. With Rage, that move is ridiculous, but I just don't think it's as useful as the other two because it's really committal. You can't really use it off stage. It doesn't really work in the air nearly as well. It's not super strong as far as I remember. It's just really laggy, but like it's a tech chase move, but there are other better tech chase moves, but it's still decent, you know? And Mii Swordsman, we have Chakram. Chakram's a really good projectile. I think Chakram is like a better, it's not a better version of Link. It's a slightly worse version of the boomerangs that's a little faster, but it does more damage. Wait, no, it's actually way better because you have the fucking ground one. You have the weak one. The weak Chakram is broken because it combos into any ground move in the history of forever. It was just incredible. And then obviously it's just an annoying projectile that does 10. That's like really fast, surprisingly. I don't know how safe it is, but Chakram's very, very good. Inkling Male is going to be the zoomy, spinny one. It's just a worse Ike side B that sometimes can kill, but it's also not really great because Ike can at least buffer something if he gets the hit, whereas I'm pretty sure Mii Swordsman just dies if it's not close enough to stage. It's meh. It's a better version. It's literally a better version of Mythra's side B, so I guess I'm gonna put it in nice. And then what the fuck's the other one? Gale Stab. Yo, Gale Stab got buffed. That move's actually mad good. Low key. I'm gonna use Hero this one as Gale Stab. It's a good whiff punish. It's literally, I talked about a whiff punishing move before that's just like, oh, you just use it to whiff punish. I think it's Ike side B. It's literally just a way better version of Ike side B. It's actually really good. It's not busted good, but it's really good. I think that's it, right? That's the list. I'm gonna try to order it for like a couple minutes, but I don't really care. This is very loosely ordered, except I still think Minecart's the best side B in the game. That's going to be the tier list again. This will make more sense on YouTube with all the weird secondary characters. Sorry if I have it put out for you. As always, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm doing this every single week and y'all like these. It seems really fun. It's fun for me to do. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you all next time.
Pikachu, busted.